Hi everybody, it is time for another planner review, and today I am going to be looking at the Rocketbook. This was a request, and like I have said before, I am looking to review things that are not the things that everybody is talking about, right? I'm looking to review planners I've never reviewed before. I'm looking to review items that are not being sent to a whole bunch of planner influencers because it's easy to get lost in the shuffle, right? So the Rocketbook is actually something that was requested by one of you, and it is a endlessly reusable, intelligent notebook. So I haven't even opened it yet. As you can see, this is how it came. It was in another package, but this is like what I pulled out of the box. So before I open it and talk about it, let's talk about what I ordered, okay? So, and also, I know you can buy these online, but you can also buy them at stores. I saw Rocketbooks at Target, so they are available. So this is the Fusion Plus letter-sized notebook in the color Rocket Rose. Allegedly, we'll see what it looks like when I open it. It was $47.99. It comes with a friction pen. These are the pens you would use with this notebook. I also bought a few more just in case, but yeah, so the pen is right here and the notebook is here, but the notebooks come with a pen. From the website, it says this all-in-one planner notebook features 60 reusable pages, 30 sheets front and back. It was $47.99, including the pen. Letter size 8.5 inch by 11 inches. There's another size, the executive size, which is 7 by 8.8 inches. It has 11 unique templates in it. There are 18 lined pages, 4 blank, 4 dot grid, 4 graph, meeting notes, project management, monthly dashboard, 6 weekly 2-page spreads, 2 monthly pages, it's 1 2-page spread, 2 list pages, 1 custom table. It's compatible with all friction pens, markers, and highlighters. It includes the pen and a microfiber cloth, and it connects to the Rocketbook app, and we're going to actually go through that as well. I did download that on Make an Account already on my phone. It's supposed to be able to download what you have here, scan it in, and save it to your cloud, whatever cloud system you use, because since it's reusable, if you want to go back and look at what you did, you'll be getting rid of it. I also have my handy dandy spray bottle that I use to moisten my watercolors because it says that you wipe pages with water to erase and reuse. So let's open this up and take a look. Oh, and here's the back. It says erase with moisture within 10 to 15 seconds, firmly bonded to erase or wipe with moist towel and dry. It's not a whiteboard book. They're normal erasable pens that bond to the proprietary page until moisture is applied. The Rocketbook app can scan things and blast them to your cloud services, Google Drive, Dropbox, Slack, etc. Too bad Notion's not on here. Instantly organizes. It detects your pages and automatically files them online. Just scan it and forget it. And then each Rocketbook page has 7 symbols at the bottom. Using the app, you may assign each symbol to a specific destination in a supported cloud. So there's all these symbols. I don't know what they mean. I wonder if it says so in here. Okay, let's find out. Maybe it says so in the app. Okay. That's a pretty color. I mean, I picked it, but yeah. And then a black friction pen. That's the roller ball version. Okay. It's a bunch of little bits of plastic everywhere. Holy shit. Everywhere. Oh my God. Okay, let's take this trash and get it out of the way. All right, so let's take a look at the notebook. The cover is like it's the same kind of cover you get in like a Mead, like planner. It's that like plastic kind of situation. I don't even know how to say it's laminated. It's a beautiful mauve. That's the Rocket Rose color I got. It says Rocketbook Fusion Plus on the front with this little symbol here. The coil is a spiral coil, plastic covered in the same color as the notebook. It's very thin and it's very light. I'm very curious about this paper, I will say, because I think the Rocketbooks at Target are encased in like a plastic, like you can't just flip through them. maybe to protect the pages, but I've been very curious and I haven't touched them yet. So this is my very first impressions. This is not embossed, by the way. It is just printed. It kind of looks embossed, but it doesn't have like any texture to it. And the back is just the color. Feels pretty sturdy though. So, and I'm imagining maybe the cover is this material so that it can be waterproof. Because if it was cardboard and you use water to erase it, that would kind of suck balls. So, welcome to the crew. Launch manual. Okay. Classified information. Well, sorry, I'm going to lose my clearance? Question mark. Write with a Pilot friction pen. Allow 15 seconds for ink to bond to the page. So this might be a problem for lefties if it's going to smudge. Because if you need 15 seconds for ink to bond to the page and you have to prevent smudging, then you may have problems if you're a lefty. We'll test the smudge though, okay? And then it also says, and this I know, this is fairly common knowledge, at least in the planner community with friction pens. It disappears at 140 degrees Fahrenheit, 60 degrees Celsius, so be careful about leaving your notebook and pen in a hot car. I've heard, though, if you stick it in the freezer, the ink comes back. I've never done it, but I've heard that. I don't really like friction pens, so I don't use them very often. And then it says, use the smart title bar. Write your desired file name in the smart title bar at the top of the page. Scan the page and let the app transcribe your handwriting. Make sure that Smart Titles is on in the app by visiting settings. We'll look at that when we get there. Oh, I didn't add. Here's the microfiber cloth that came with it. The Ultimate Notebook. So here's a collection of effective templates, planning, project management, meetings, note-taking, and sketching. And then here is the information about the app. Follow on-screen instructions to connect the shortcut symbols to your email and popular cloud services, and then scan and send. Mark a symbol at the bottom of the Rocketbook page. Scan the page in a well-lit environment and send. And then it says, dampen part of your microfiber towel and wipe the page clean. Use a fine mist spray bottle. Keep your notebook clean. It's best to keep it clean when you don't plan to use it for a while so your pages look fresh and new. And then it's endlessly reusable, tear resistant, and completely waterproof. So we will test some of those out. And then on the back, handwriting recognition. It says smart titles. Name your files with the text in the title bar at the top of the page. Smart tags. Organize notes with text in the tag bar at the bottom of the page. Smart lists. Draw check boxes next to items to digitally organize your lists. And smart search. Search your handwritten text. It didn't say what these little things are. I guess maybe you can assign them to different categories. The different. It's like an arrow. They're hard to see because it's light, but it's an arrow. You still can't see. Oh my God. Okay, here we go. It's very, very light. I think that's on purpose, but it's a little upward pointing like arrow, like rocket, kind of like the Rocketbook. Diamond, an apple, a bell, a shamrock, a star, and a horseshoe. So I guess you would just decide. First page does it even say what the hell they are? Huh. This must be the monthly dashboard. Oh, it says it at the top. This is the monthly dashboard, and I'm assuming up here is where you write your title, and maybe this could be your date in this box. And this is monthly goals, career, financial, health, relationships, social, and personal, ideas, a aligned notes section, and then a top priorities task with 3 checkboxes, and then a task list with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 boxes. And then you have your bar at the bottom and your tag box. This paper feels fucking wild. It feels like laminated paper, kind of. And it doesn't seem to tear. So then these look like must be list pages, which is there's that same title box across the top. It's really hard for you to see though. Oh my God. I tried to adjust the exposure, but it's really hard because it's very pale. But I think it says list with the box. I think maybe the reason you can't it's hard to see is because it makes it easier to scan it. I don't know. Anyway, there's a list column with lines on it, and then a notes box, and it's that same tag on the bottom. Next, we have the 2-page monthly spread. It gives you 6 weeks, which is awesome. A lot of calendars and undated planners only give you the 5 weeks, which makes you start to share days, but this should be nice and awesome. Has room up the top to write the month in this box. There's nothing on top over here. Can't really see, but on both bottoms, there's that tag bar. Then there is a focus box in the right column and a notes column with lines. The days themselves are not lined, but they do have a little line in them to put the date. And then across the top, there's a little like dotted line where you can just put like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It doesn't have the days on it. You can make it in whatever, like Monday start, Sunday start, fucking Wednesday start, however you want to do it. So this looks like one of the weekly layouts. Some reason I thought that they were going to have different weekly layouts, but it doesn't look like it. It looks like they have the same weekly layout. 6 2-page spreads. So we have, this paper feels so fucking weird, you guys. It's like plasticky and smooth. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 weekly layouts. The way the weekly layouts are set up, they have a week box up on the top for the title and nothing on the other side. It's vertical style, Monday start, and it gives you a header with a little spot to put the date, and then 3 large boxes for each day. And then for the weekends, it's in this darker gray, and you just get 1 big box for Saturday and 1 big box for Sunday with the tag bar along the bottom. This is a custom table with the title bar along the top and the tag bar along the bottom. And basically it's a lined page that has little tiny hash marks coming off in the top and the bottom of each line. So you can draw this into a grid if you want to. You can create it into a grid however you want to. It winds up being 28 spaces across. And it looks like if you draw them in, the squares would be 7 by 7 millimeters. This one is the project management page. This has another title bar on the top and tag bar on the bottom. And it's got project details, start date, end date, a lined milestones section, a progress bar section, maybe that's for each milestone, and then a due date for each milestone. And the progress bar is like a gray, but it has 4 sections in it to fill in your progress. And then tasks with checkboxes, ideas, it's a blank page, like blank space with no lines, and then a lined notes section. And you get 4 of those. This is the meeting notes page. So meeting notes across the top, tag bar on the bottom, a lined, all of these sections are lined. So details, attendees, actions, topic, and notes. And then the back has more of like the Cornell notes, at least that's what I think it is, style with the meeting notes across the top, and then a lined page that has that column divided off to the side. And so for these meeting notes pages, you get 4 pages with 4 of this style of notes and 4 of this style of notes. Then we have some lined pages here in the back. It says title, tag with just line. You get 18 of the lined note pages. We have a dot grid here, and it's an interesting dot grid. I don't know how well you can see it. Probably can't hardly see it at all. I'm trying to darken it so you can get an idea. But the way it is it's got these interesting like large dot grid squares. Very, very interesting looking dot grid. So it's like 9 millimeters square, but then within it are tiny little like 4.5 millimeters square. You probably can't. Now it's like, come on, focus. Yeah, it's there. It's like let me draw this with a darker pen so you can see what I'm talking about, because I don't know if you can see this and it's interesting looking. Okay, so the dot grid looks like this. Dot, 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 dot. And then the next square is dot, 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 dot. Does that make sense? Dot, 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 dot. So it's like bigger squares within smaller dots. Does that make sense? I don't know if you can see this or not. It's really hard. I'm having so much trouble showing you, but suffice it to say, it's a little more, it's different than most dot grids I'm used to looking at. And you get 4 of those pages. Then here is a grid situation or graph situation. It's full, like it's lines, like solid lines, and then hashed lines going down. It gives you a spot here where it says 1 square equals, so that you can, like, if you want to map out the size of something, you can say like 1 square equals a foot or something like that, with the title and the tag at the bottom. You get 4 of those pages. And then finally you get 4 blank pages for sketching with title and tag at the bottom. And that's the end of this Fusion Plus notebook. Now they have a whole bunch of different layouts and other things you can choose from, but the reason I got this one is because it has so many different options in it. You're basically getting a whole bunch of notebooks in one. So let's go to that very first page, because I'm going to test the friction pen, we're going to test the smearing, and then we'll go into the app. Okay, so let's just write some stuff on this. We'll start with monthly dashboard. Let's write May. Okay, I already don't like how that writes. Let's give the friction a little bit more starting. This does not want to write on this paper already. Like, look, it writes just fine on here. Does it erase just fine? Where's my eraser? Yeah, it erases just fine on here. And I'm pressing down pretty hard. There it is. Okay, hold on. Let's erase this. Let's see how this erases, okay? Let's just check it out before we do anything else. Now that we kind of got it working. I really hate friction pens, so I can just mention that now. I hate them so much. Thanks, I hate it. Because they're erasable, you can't get a nice rich black. That really bothers me. Oh, this is a very furry microfiber cloth. It says Rocketbook. It's got the little situation. Some microfiber cloths are like hairier than others. This is a pretty hairy puppy. Let's just spray a small spot like they said. Hey, look at that though. Comes right off. It did leave a little bit of an impression though. Like I can feel with my heavy-handedness where I wrote. Okay, let's try this again. May. It's May. The lusty month of May. Well, we'll see if this, let me go grab the other friction pens I bought from them because this is already bugging me. So these ones are different. These are the clicker friction ball pens rather than the one with the lid. And we'll see how the colors show up as well, I guess. Okay. So here's one. I mean, the erase is great, but you can't really see, but I can see the impression that I wrote. It's May. It really doesn't want to write. Let's try the red. Monthly goals. Be awesome. Still fucking, okay, here's the blue. Career. Paint shit. And then we try the black. We did the black already. Let's do it again. Priorities. Get these pens to work. All right. So this is already kind of sucking to write on. I will tell you right now. All right. Let's put it here on this rocket. We'll put that right there and we'll see what happens with the app. I already created my account in here, but I haven't done anything else yet. So let's go. So I'm turning on the transcription and it's got file type PDF and then the destination. I'm just gonna send it to my email for now. Okay, but you can send it to other emails as well. All right, so let's scan. Rocketbook would like access to the camera. Keeps telling me I'm moving too much. It's literally telling me I'm moving too much. How am I supposed to do this? Okay, 85 years later, it got my scan. Okay. Let's review my scans. Transcribing. Let's see if it actually got any of it. Okay, so it gives a title that I can title. Blast my notes to the cloud. I just sent my first scan. Let's go into my email. And there it is. There's my scan. Let's look at it. I can't read it at all. Is there a transcription? There's a whole bunch of them. It sent like 85 of them to me. But I don't see any transcriptions. I'm trying to get one of these pens to actually like work. And it's just, it's taking a lot of effort. So I guess I should give you my thoughts on this. I think this is a very cool concept. I think this is a rad concept, especially if you are somebody who feels like really some type of way about this microfiber cloth is also shedding. So, the smearing. Like, I have to test the smearing, but, like, it's, like, barely writing. So it's almost like... It does smear, though. It smears very easily. But, like, I don't know. Smearing to me is almost like a secondary situation because it's so hard to write on. Maybe a marker, a friction marker, as opposed to a ballpoint pen would work better, but I don't have one of those on me. I think this is a very cool concept. I think that... Maybe it would work better with different markers, but for these pens, the one that comes with it, it's really sucky. And the scan did not come in. The other issue I have is that it was saying you're moving too much. I was literally balancing it on something. Like, it took so long. And then when it did send it, it sent like 45 copies. So I feel like this is a great concept that maybe needs a little bit more tweaking. Could be very cool, especially if you're somebody who likes to futz around and try different things. Buying one notebook as opposed to 100 different notebooks, and if you are really concerned about like paper waste, this could be very cool. I don't know how impressed I am with it. I think I'm more impressed with the idea of it than the reality of it. Those are my thoughts on the Rocketbook. Let me know in the comments below if you've got other planners you'd like me to take a look at, because I'm like, what the fuck? And what you think of this. Have you seen one of these? Are you interested in them? Let me know. I still don't know. I think maybe you just use these tags in the bottom here and like assign them to your own categories. I have fucking no idea at this point. All right. I will likely be giving this away. I don't know when though. So just stay tuned for that. Maybe I'll do a summer giveaway with the handful of planners that I've already accumulated this year. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, my friends, peace.